Hello everybody, welcome to Project Zomboid. Today I'm going to take 3 survivors and raid the Savior's camp before they come to get us. I don't know if this is going to have any effect on raider spawns, but I hate getting raided as much as the next guy. So me and these 3 survivors are going to get into our car, and I just forgot. I almost forgot to take everything out of the car. There's still a lot of loot from the other day, so I'm just going to grab all this stuff. I've been making kind of a mess with my inventory. So I'm gonna bring my hunting knife, my chainsaw. As promised, I'm gonna stop using the katana, unless if I get into any absolutely terrifying situations. And I'm going to leave all this stuff here. The only things I'm gonna take with me are my shotgun. I've armed my survivors up with guns too, so they don't get killed. I think I'll bring a little bit of first aid with me as well. And I've started off a little bit more on, well, arming up my own base. For some reason, I seem to be selecting more areas. I don't actually know how to... Great, so we've got that. I don't know if I just... Oh yeah, the entire game starts to lag out if I pick way too big an area. So let's see, take corpses area, we'll say right... There, perfect. Okay, now I guess escape? Hopefully that got me out of it. So I'm gonna run in the car. Oh, and I also wanted to show you I had a couple more walls to my base. Ultimately, my main hurdle I have to get over still is just the fact that I don't have survivors who can feed themselves. So like right now, it's great because they're all living in the base, but they're kind of draining from me right now. They don't have any ability to farm, and I actually asked one of the survivors to farm. I don't know how I'm still selecting that. If anybody knows that, leave it down in the comments how to unselect that and see for survivors. But they aren't very self-sufficient, as I was saying. They can do basic tasks of labor, like cut down trees. I had one of them get out and do that, and that was fine. But for right now, they're kind of just slowly starving to death because they're, you know, eating so much food. And I don't really want to turn off food eating because I feel like that's cheating. I think I just need to get a farmer and other skilled labor. If I can find a farmer and a doctor, then that would be ideal for me. As I was saying, having a farmer and a doctor would lead to a lot of that automaticity that I said I desired to have at the beginning of the series. So I'm going to head back over to the Savior's camp, and I'm going to kind of hope that they have those people in there, because I know at least in the Walking Dead show and so on, they had good people on their side. So I don't know if I'll find people inside of their houses. But anyway, that's the aim. And if I manage to kill Negan, then that would be a big enough threat off of the world. And that also leads a lot of zombies to become attracted to this side of the city right now, because they're shooting off guns so often just because they're getting raided all the time. I also really like their camp, and I'd like to be able to take it. So I've got Peter here as backup from the zombies, because he has a katana, and hopefully he'll be able to defend us from them while we shoot the saviors. I don't know if any of them are over here. Okay, Negan's coming after us. I don't know how his hit points work, but he's gonna be a tough one. Great, okay, so we're taking him down. Ah, no, gotta get out of here! Jeez, I don't know. Do I even have any ammo left? Oh, crap, I left the ammo in my bag. There we go. No, Peter! Don't you get killed while everybody else is getting murdered. Shoot, this is exactly what I was worried would happen. No, I won't let you get me either. Shoot, Negan is strong. He's taking some of my survivors. Let me see if I can flank him. Got something. Ah, shoot, I can't get close. I can't get close. I'm lucky I didn't take damage there. It looks like that savior missed me. Wow, there's way more saviors than I thought. Oh no, they're my survivors. He dropped his katana. I have to get out of here. Okay, taking out my chainsaw. Maybe I can at the very least bring in a bunch of zombies. That's like 3 survivors there. Here we go. At least I've brought in the zombies again. And I mean, the other thing I could do is to just honk the horn of the car. I don't... Zombies are kind of my friend at this point. I need them to stop. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Plan B. This would have been way smarter from the beginning. I'm just gonna honk the horn to see if I get any zombies. Oh no, that one's got me. There's another one in the back of the base. Well, there's no farmers here. Oh no, I got shot! I got shot! Dang. I got shot. Okay, lodged bullet. I gotta get back to base fast. Oh man. That did not go as I planned. I lost three survivors and I gave them weapons. I don't know if they'll use them or if it makes a difference. I only got shot in the forearm, but that's still no good. I should be able to get out the bullet fast, though. I've got to get parked. I gotta get parked. I'm gonna die if I don't... Okay, okay, it's just the forearm, just the forearm. I'm gonna have to train the other ones. That's what I get for not training soldiers. Okay, and I'm gonna get out the first aid kit. Okay, we're gonna remove the bullet with the tweezers. Great, okay, deep wound and bleeding. Now I gotta disinfect it. Okay, now I'm gonna stitch it. Ah. Actually, I don't remember the order of the disinfecting. I was hoping you'd have professionals in there. Like I'd be able to find a doctor. I thought they'd go down easy. Oh, I got it bandaged. Jeez. I'm still piss poor at aiming and reloading though. I mean, I didn't think it would be that hard. I've left. I should have brought all of them armed. We didn't even manage to get all the saviors. On the bright side, it's gonna get more zombies over there, and maybe they'll take out one more of their gunmen. But I just lost some survivors who could defend me in case of an attack. Emily's literally running around with a board. Gosh, okay, I gotta rethink this. What I'm gonna do now is... I think I need to go on something of an expedition, because... obviously those survivors weren't very well trained. I need to find better trained survivors. So there are a lot of survivors in the game world who can shoot guns better, and who have better skill in that department, or who are better able to, I don't know, bandage you, do farming. Obviously, as I was talking before, I need to find a farmer to feed everybody, but since I just lost a bunch of survivors now, I'm gonna have to head back out again. This time, I'm not gonna take basic people as my... basic people. I'm not gonna take basic civilians, I guess I should say, as my survivors. I need to see if I can find, you know, people who could honestly defend a base. Or even attack Negan. Because, I don't know, for all I know, I mean, those were stronger NPCs than I was used to ever fighting in this. Usually you shoot them once or twice and they're done, they're dead. But now I think they're gonna recover. I think I've just got 3 left now. Emily, Benjamin, and my wife. I have to get back out there. Because the raids are coming. I don't know if they'll come to me on the road. I highly suspect that raiders would attack me on the road, in which case I would just get away. But I need to find a doctor, a farmer... There go the physics. And... doctor, a farmer, and some soldiers or security guards. Any of those would work, and I know that there are some basic spawn locations. I've more or less exhausted a lot of Rosewood. Let's see if I did manage to get any more zombies here. You know what else I might want to do? And someone had suggested this. I might want to bring a cop car over here and turn on the alarm right in front of the Savior's camp. That might have been a more safe way to go about it. I thought we'd be able to take them out pretty easily, you know, take them off one by one. I'm smart. Apparently not. Right, so my guess is that there's still a couple of people left in Rosewood, but I don't know if even that's going to do us much good. So I think we'll just start out on a road trip. We'll go north. It's not supplies that I'm even looking for anymore. We're pretty well stocked with all the long-term basic needs. We could always head back to the grocery store if we want more perishables, and there's one here in Rosewood, so that would be fine. What I think that I need to do now, though, is head up to Muldraw. In Muldraw, there's, I know, a number of security guards. I should be able to find some doctors there. And anybody else who'd be willing... Basically anybody who's non-hostile and is a professional. I'd like to have a car with more storage... people storage capacity. But I don't know if I'll have that luxury. So for right now, I'm driving north. Could head north for a long, long time. And once we do get up there... I think things are more familiar to me when I get up to Muldraw. But for right now, it's a lot of farmland. Recently, they've been adding a lot of updates into the game that have kind of made the farmland less boring and added in a lot more houses and just stops along the way. So for all I know, I might be finding some more survivors here. Hopefully some kind of doctor like Herschel out living on a farm or something like that. Actually, come to think of it, visiting a farm might not be such a bad idea, because they used to be such secluded areas in Zomboid, but now with the NPC Survivors mod, or Super Survivors, might actually be able to find some farmers there. Like, I might even have to go back and get my other survivors from home. I sure do hope that they don't get, I keep running into stuff. One thing that, I wish would update is just the fact that there's so many parts of Zomboid where all the roads are so jagged, because they came before cars. So I feel like they need kind of a recurving, so to speak. I think we are at a farm, actually. These look like storage warehouses. It's probably gonna wear out my tires, but I don't recall the exact locations, but I think that this is actually a farm. Just drive around the perimeter of the field. That's probably the most reliable way to see. Could there be somebody living in here? I am finding somebody, okay. Somebody survived. Ashley. If something happens to me, please don't let me rot. Do you think things will ever be the same again? I wonder if her family's here. Maybe I can find a farmer among them. For right now, let's throw all of this other stuff in the trunk. I don't think I'm going to need it. Only my primary weapon, my secondary weapon. And I'll leave the first aid kit there too. No reason to carry that around all the time. Oh! Is that Ashley? Did she just turn? You've been living in a house with a zombie, Ashley. Maybe it's like a relative or something. Turned. Was that honestly her? That might have been her. I think I just murdered the person I was just talking to a second ago. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's take it back out the chainsaw, unless if she's hiding in the closet. Nope. Man, somebody who was just about to turn. That would be like a really freaky moment in a zombie movie, you know? Like somebody has a conversation with you, faints, and then turns. Oh no, she's right there. Never mind. Was that your mother? What do you want? Well, you were just living in a house with a zombie. Roger that. I guess that means... roger that means understood. But I guess she's joining my group now. I should have put some food in the trunk, but I'm sure that I'll find more over time. Looks like I leveled up in sprinting, too. It's gonna be good, just considering the amount that I run. Really an inordinate amount of running. I shouldn't do that much. Check! Found one survivor at a farmhouse. Still not exactly the professionals I'm looking for, but better that than nothing. Maybe people out here on these farmlands have survived long enough for me to find more of them. I mean, I imagine in such a secluded area where everyone's more or less self-sufficient, they'd be able to provide for themselves and defend for themselves. The apocalypse wouldn't even mean very much to them. Here we go. Down here. It's gonna be a lot of nothing for a while, and I'm not using a map because I'm not a pansy. God, it's scenic though. Like, you know, I used to make a lot of like short films, just kind of showcasing the Zomboid art, but it really is a sight to behold. You know, I never think about it, and I don't even really pay attention to it unless if I watch one of these videos after the fact. I don't really see the game as I'm playing. I see objectives. I see things with labels on them, you know? I don't really see it for how beautiful it is. It looks like we got 2 houses here, as evidenced by the 2 mailboxes. God, they have long driveways. Looks like I found a loot house. Alright, well, you know what? This might not be bad because of, the fact that I'll need... This looks like the house from Night of the Living Dead. I might need this because of the food that'll be inside. I'll need to be able to provide for my survivors that... Oh my gosh! They all just fell out of the window on me. That's never happened before. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, Ashley. Don't do that. Much better, much better. Whoa, they literally fell out of 2nd floor windows on me. That's never happened. There we go. Fortunately, I don't think I got bit. My bullet wound seems to be, improving, too. Right, more shells. I'll need those for later on. Let's get it inside the house. Seems like it's almost safer there than underneath these windows. Looks like they just murdered the residents. They didn't even have a chance to, turn. They just got eaten. Ah, this is like a dungeon. It's almost like I'm a character in an RPG who has failed that first tutorial. You know the tutorial where you have all of the powers and everything and then you lose it all? And then you have to go back and, like, learn. That's what this feels like. Okay. Top floor. Ah, they must have fallen off a stairway at me or something, too. Can't get them all around me. Ah, jeez. There we go. At the very least, there is some challenge because this thing makes noise. Okay, gotta be careful. Here we go. Big hiking bag's gonna be the best possible bag in the game. Alright, I'm scared, because I know they're gonna be in these rooms. None there. This one's probably gonna be full, too. Ah, there. There we go. Oh, my phone went off. Reason why it, I think it provides more challenge than the katana is there's just a longer wind-up. And there's more, like, direction to each attack, you know? It's got a good arc, though. Alright, not really finding anything very significant there, and let's actually turn this off. I think that's about it. I'll also be able to hear where they're coming from better. So it looks like we found a lot of food in this house. Take a drink from whatever's left in the faucet. I might even have to sleep in here. It's pretty well protected despite the fact that there were zombies all over the inside. Oh yeah, the inside of ovens too. They might be storing things in there. Let's grab that. Nothing in the fridge. I'm just amazed that this small Pandora's box was able to hold that many of them. I mean, it seems so calm on the outside. I gotta be smart, you know, if there's like a bunch in some room, I think there are more in here. And they all rush out at me. Being some serious do. Yeah, there we go. 2 left in the closet. Okay, let's unequip that. Alright, first dungeon completed. Looks like there's tons of sheets in here, too. 3 sheets for a closet, that's a lot. A candle, too, that might come in handy, because I'm not gonna have a generator to bring around from place to place. Guess I'm gonna have to declare this car like my new sort of mobile base for a while, too. Just have to live out of it. Pants, shoes, and a vest. This is disgusting. I think we're gonna have to sleep here, though. It's getting late now, it's 8 o'clock. Let's look outside at night. Second floor, though, I mean, despite the fact that it's gonna smell awful and it'll make us feel terrible in the morning, this is actually a pretty safe area. Oops, I'll add the sheet. And let's close those up. Alright, so I'm gonna sleep here with the new survivor that I found. Hopefully, if anything goes wrong, she'll be able to protect me. I don't think that they actually sleep. Or I'll at least get some sort of warning before I get murdered. But it looks like that this place does have all the food I was looking for, and this should be able to keep everybody that I get with me fed for the duration of my time out. I don't know, I'll be disappointed if I find only normal survivors. I need to find professionals, because I don't want to just replace bodies. I want to be able to, you know, create something lasting. I need to have, like, a survivor army. Ultimately, it would be great to go back to visit Negan and bring, like, 10 or 20 people with me. You know, this time actually able to fight. Let's unpack all of this from here. I don't know if survivors actually search cars, but I might have to drop some of this stuff on the ground. Jesus Christ, my phone. If I get back, then he will pay for what he just did. And I just put it all on the floor. Alright, well, they'll do that. Anyway, I better answer this call or whatever's going on, but, thanks for watching. I'm gonna sleep in this house. And kind of the start of a new adventure, but I like it, because we actually have something stable to lean upon. And I don't know where it's gonna lead. Alright, so, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.